Top 50 cornerbacks, numbers 20 through 11. At number 20, we have Christian Benford, who has just developed into a very good starter for the Buffalo Bills. Him and one of his teammates that we're going to get to later on in this list, they're a pretty darn good tandem. You add in Maxwell Hairston. This Buffalo secondary is going to be very, very good. I still kind of hope they bring back Jordan Poyer. That's what I'm hoping for. It might be a little bit far-fetched, but that's what I want to see happen. Benford has developed nicely, pretty good both man-to-man and zone. At 19, we have Trevon Diggs. This is a guy who needs to bounce back and be healthy this season. He's not as bad as his counterpart, DaRon Bland, is. DaRon Bland is as close to a liability as you can get. I get it. The ball skills are amazing, but Trevon Diggs has amazing ball skills, plus a little bit more talent. He's not going to be burnt toast quite as much. I'm hoping he can get back on the field and healthy, because even if you are rough around the edges in terms of coverage, if you're getting close to double-digit picks or double-digit picks as a corner, that's impressive. Trevon Diggs, very good talent. I know he's kind of a meme. He's good. He is. He's not top 5, most of the time not top 10, but he's still good. At 18, we have Byron Murphy Jr. coming off of his best season as a pro. I just want to see him do it more consistently, because if we're just going off of last year, he's no doubt a top 10 corner. I want to see it a little bit more. However, another year with Brian Flores, an improved defensive line, so they're going to be getting after the passer even more successfully. Byron Murphy could be in for another huge year and crack that top 10 next season. The cornerback's kind of an interesting position. The shelf life / the prime is very short, very quick. I'd mentioned it in the last video with Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore has a Defensive Player of the Year award. Darrelle Revis doesn't. That's crazy to think. Same Champ Bailey doesn't. Jalen Ramsey, even the amazing Jacksonville seasons, doesn't. It is very interesting. Byron Murphy could very well find himself in the top 10 next season. At 17, we have Taron Johnson. He was the other Bills corner. Another guy at Buffalo, and Sean McDermott, who comes from a place where they developed corners pretty successfully. One named Josh Norman. Johnson's been incredible. Great nickel. I also think he's a little bit underrated on the boundary. Just great ball skills, physical. Big Taron Johnson fan. At 16, Charvarius Ward, and he could be lower, he could be higher on this list. He's right here because coming off of a season where he was not always available due to personal reasons, he needs a bounce back here. He heads to Indianapolis, where they're just adding all kinds of new DBs. Cam Bynum also signed. He'll be the safety. In addition to that, they signed Xavier Howard today. Charvarius Ward has amazing